the way that you grow your income is going to depend on you. For me, I run Briefs Media. That's the company that I started. The first thing though is I invested my own money back into Briefs Media. We didn't go out and get venture capital. We didn't go out and raise money from angel investors. I invested my own money back into Briefs Media so we could build things like Market Briefs. If you haven't read Market Briefs yet, it's a free financial newsletter that breaks down what's happening in the markets. If you haven't joined it, I got the link for you down in the description. But for me, the way that I was able to grow my income was working to reinvest back into building the business and also learning how I could make more money in the business. See, there's a lot of ways to do this. I mean, you can invest it in your own business idea. You can invest it in learning. I've purchased a lot of classes. I've read a lot of books. I've spent a lot of time listening to podcasts. I've read a lot of blogs. I've hired a lot of coaches. I've hired a lot of consultants. All of these things as a reinvestment of my money into my own education to figure out how I can grow and scale my brand. I mean, I didn't grow up with a lot of business education. I had to learn by doing it and screwing up. I talked about how you don't have to be the smartest person. Well, what I like to do is hire smart people, and I'll explain that in a second, that can learn from their mistakes. It takes me 3 tries to learn from my mistakes, which is very expensive because sometimes in business, mistakes can be very expensive. And so I have made a lot of mistakes, but that's how I learn. And so for me, the way that I was able to grow my income was by learning to see how I can grow by making a lot of mistakes, triple the mistakes that an average person will do. But that was what worked for me. And so now, if you don't have a business, that's completely okay. You don't have to go out and start a business, right? These assets can be your own business. It can be real estate. It can be stocks. Those are the 3 assets that have built more wealth than anything else in this country. If you don't want to start your own business, fine. You don't have to. But you got to invest in stocks or real estate, one or the other or both. Those are the assets that are proven to build more wealth than anything else. But if you're not starting a business, you still got to figure out how you can work to earn more money. Because now, when you understand how to use your money to buy assets, not liabilities, the question is, how can you buy more assets? And ultimately, there are 2 ways that you can do that. You can either spend less or you can earn more, period. I mean, I get these questions of, Jaspreet, how do I start investing? I have no money left over. All my money is going to groceries, is going to my rent, is going to my car. How do I invest my money? Well, I don't have a magic formula for you. Okay, I don't have a crystal ball that you rub this 3 times that you're gonna have this magic solution. That's not how it works. If you wanna have money to invest, you gotta either spend less money or earn more money. Now, there's a limit to how much you can spend less. Yes, that is valuable, especially in the early stages of building wealth, but you can only squeeze so many pennies out of your paycheck, out of however much money you're making. But there's no limit to how much money you can earn. Now, I spent a lot of time in the early years of me trying to build my wealth, spending less, living extremely small so I could buy more assets. But if you feel like you're tapped out at how small you can live, and just for context, I believe most people, especially in America, have way more room to squeeze. They think that they're squeezing every penny that they can, but they have a lot more room to go where you could downsize your car, your home, your clothes, your vacations, and have some more money. But let's just assume you can't. Then you got to focus on earning more money. How can you get a new career? How can you get a new job? How can you get a second job? And now, these things, they sound difficult. They are. I mean, I'm not here to tell you things just to make you feel like it's all sugars and rainbows to go out and earn money. It's not how it works. If you want to earn money, it takes work. You got to find a skill that's going to be more valuable. And if you don't have that skill, you might have to invest to get that skill. You might have to take a course online. You might have to watch YouTube videos. You might have to take a free internship. You might have to put in time. You might have to put in money. But the goal is for you to hustle, for you to put in the work, for you to make yourself more valuable. That way you can earn more income. Now, why are you working to earn more income? So you can buy more assets, not liabilities. I call it a decade of sacrifice. I get it. A decade is hard, especially when everybody on the internet is selling you 6 steps to 6 figures in 6 months. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. That 6 steps to 6 figures in 6 months is just making somebody else rich. It's the person that's selling you that course. So if you really want to build real wealth, I'm talking about real wealth. Not that show-offy, oh, just put it on your credit card wealth. I'm talking about real wealth. If you want to build wealth where you don't have to worry about money anymore, you got to go through the decade of sacrifice where you're working to spend less and earn more. That way you can buy more assets so you can invest like crazy. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.